What's going on, everybody out there? All my social media family. Yes, coming back at you with the Keep in Mind show. This is Cool Mover. And the topic I'm going to get into right now is the art of sharing in a relationship. Yes, the art of sharing in a relationship. And I'm just going to go on, break it down and get on into this, especially, concerning modern days compared to, some years ago or maybe even, decades ago. Of course, lately, you have a lot more women that are more independent, as far as being able to, take care of things themselves, not needing a man for anything financially. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the whole notion of sharing as far as women go has increased to a certain degree. But, me personally, I don't feel like that it's increased to a whole lot much more than where it was years ago. Just my opinion though, don't nobody got to get riled up. Because, even women that are independent feel like a man should, especially if that man has what they have or more, should be spending more. Now, my take on that is kind of all over the place. Ain't no real definite line I'm gonna draw in the sand on that. But I will say this, because I see it on social media. I hear it from women. I've heard it in a few relationships I've been in. You doing what a man's supposed to do, or you gotta do what you're supposed to do. Okay, that's cool. Man doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Holding down fort, trying to be the have more of the financial bearings on him if he can withstand it. Now, what I will have to say about this though, sometimes women, y'all kind of want y'all cake and you want to eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Because even women with money don't want a man that ain't, most of the time, I ain't saying every time, they don't want a man that ain't getting to no money. That's just how it is. But of course, a man can have money and, he'll help uplift the woman and take her from point A to point Z without a problem if he likes that woman. A woman, kind of be like, if she like him, she can like him and like his style and like how he coming. But a turnoff might be if he ain't got the amount of money of making the salary that she feel like he should make, you know what I'm saying? I got a certain job or whatever, certain car, house, whatever. But I will say this: some of y'all got to make up your mind. You're independent, you can do this and do that, but then you still want a man to do this and do that. That's kind of confusing. And you got a lot of women be screaming about what they dad used to do, or what they uncles, or back in the days. A man used to do this and do that financially, and that was that. He took care of everything. You even got some dudes, who chime in, because, every dude don't take the side of, I feel like a woman should share and split everything down the middle. You got some dudes out there who kind of old fashioned, like, yeah, man, I feel like, my take on it is this, though. Yeah, okay, y'all are right. You can go back to as early as the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s. Men kind of did everything. A lot of women were housewives and, kind of sat at home. But I think that a lot of independent thinking women are missing also the most of the time back then. If a man did everything and financially, the woman did everything that the man told her to do. So, I mean, if that's the card y'all want to keep throwing out there, I mean, I can remember this from just men in my family. Of course, I was a little boy in the 80s, but I can remember this. Like, the woman didn't really kind of, they not only won as many independent women financially, like independent thinkers. It's a lot of women out there like that now. They kind of like, hey, we ain't taking this crap, or we ain't just going for this just because we women. But it wasn't so much of that back in the days. So y'all forgetting that. Like, you want to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm making money, a man's supposed to, yeah, back in the day, what was going on then, and a lot of domestic abuse was going on. I ain't saying that ain't cool. If you seen one of my other videos talking about domestic abuse, I don't partake in that. But it also is a lot more of that going on, and a lot more of that being, men were getting away with that. They're a lot more strict on that now. So let's not even go back to, what used to be. Let's talk about now, right now. Okay. Everybody's so independent. And it's a lot of women out there that really don't want to admit it. I spoke on this in another video. Like I said, synonym for independent is also by yourself, alone. So sometimes this maverick way of thinking and, sometimes being a little bit too materialistic or a little bit too feeling like always what a man's supposed to do, gonna have you single for a long period of time. And by the time you realize, some of your ways of thinking you should be changing, is too late. You done got older. You want to age gracefully with somebody, significant other, as you grow old. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be alone. I don't know why. You see a lot of that on social media too. Like, people just pretty much bragging about they alone and, I'm cool by myself. Which, I'm not saying in every situation that they ain't, you know what I'm saying? But let's just keep it all the way real. After a duration of that, I don't think nobody wants to be, alone or single. You might be able to cope with it and deal with it. Or you might came out of a situation or a relationship where, it wasn't the best relationship. So you able to deal with being single. It's almost like freedom. But, yeah, nobody wants to be alone. But back to the art of sharing, you know what I'm saying? Because, and it goes both ways. Of course, we know there's some stingy men. But, it seems to be the thing that, in a lot of relationships, a man's money is also the woman's money. And her money is just her money. The our thing, because that's a key word when you're talking about union, marriage, relationship, partnership, togetherness. Our, that's what that means, right? And a lot of women don't seem to look at it like that. Which, up under a lot of circumstances, I can't blame them, because you got so many dudes that's willing to be, almost like financial king. They just want to do everything, and they're not gonna let the woman, and I ain't no hater. If you got a dude like that and that's what he's doing, hey, do what you do. I'm just saying, like, you want to have your cake, your ice cream, your pie, and all type of stuff, and eat all that, and just say my money is my money. Like I say, I heard it in many of my relationships about what a man is supposed to do. But there are also things that women are supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, are you doing, if you're going to go by, this kind of old fashioned way of thinking, are you doing the things you're supposed to do to hold that relationship down and to hold down for it, and to not be, especially some of you women out there who are financial problems. So yeah, you got a man that's trying to, make sure you ain't got to do nothing financially, and you more like a financial burden. So you ain't worried about such and such, because you might feel like you an attractive woman, and if this dude, if I burn his pocket and drain his pocket, I can get another one, because that ain't a cool way of thinking. And then there's some of y'all out there, I'm just gonna keep it all the way real, that think like this. And I'm just gonna be a little bit superficial. Yeah, no, nobody's gonna jump over no hurdles to come throw some money at you, even if you worked in a strip club. Y'all ain't built like that. Some of y'all ain't even built like that. I be seeing some chicks on social media like talking about dudes got to do this, they gotta have that sack, and I'm looking like, Like, first of all, in my opinion, this is how I've always thought. If I'm gonna let somebody just take all my money and just drain my money, she need to be super pleasing to the eye. You know, like, really, like, yeah, I said that. I mean, you can't be out here just looking like a train wreck, talking about somebody need to throw a sack at you. Literally, somebody need to throw a sack at you to cover your face up. Yeah, some of y'all. So some of y'all need to be brought back down to earth, because y'all a little bit too arrogant and feeling yourself and a little overconfident. It's cool to be confident, but there's a lot of overconfidence out there. Talking about what a man need to be sharing, this and that, and if you get with a dude in a relationship and you know, like, what? And then you not only not, you know, all that's cracked up to be, you ain't even got no money. So I don't get it, but you know, hey, to each his own. But like I said, I feel like both people in a relationship should be sharing. Whether one shares more than the other, that kind of goes off who's making more of the money. I don't feel like if the man is making considerably more than the woman, that it should be 50-50. I do feel like that. Like, if I'm making $500,000 a year and she's only making 80,000, yeah, I'm gonna take care of everything. But if I'm making, you know, 150,000 and she making 125, come on now. So yeah, you know, a lot of y'all gotta be brought back to reality, because not only that, it's times are changing. It's new things going on, new situations. So you keep screaming about what men used to do or back in the days. Okay, men are doing a lot of different things these days, if you know what I mean. They doing some things that a lot of men didn't do back in the days. And, you know, y'all cool with that. So, I mean, you can't handpick what you want to be cool with. Wait, we ain't cool with this, but we cool with this. So you got to make up your mind. Because times done change. Music done change. Styles done change. Nothing kind of remains the same. Some things regurgitate and come back. But, you know, the way people do things change. And there's more women out here doing their thing and getting bossed up. So why not share more, since it's more of y'all making money, right? No, but I know that ain't the way that it's going to be looked at, because it's still, like I said, you can see everywhere out here. And when you step out or when you go out, men are expected to do more, which that's cool. That's cool. Take that burden on. But we expected to do more. But hey, let's not get to the point where women, y'all don't feel like y'all shouldn't have to share. Like, y'all can just hold on to y'all's sake. Let's just keep it real. Like I said, times and change. It's more of y'all making more money. It's more of y'all doing bigger things. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's just keep it like that. And on that note, I just want to speak on that briefly. And as usual, I wish everybody peace and prosperity, good health and wellness. It's the Keep in Mind show. And it's the Cool Mover signing out.